To do my makeup for today, I already, of course, have on my foundation and moisturizer and all of that as usual, and this Vaseline Rosy Lips for my lips. And I'm going to be using the same $1.50 LA Colors palette, 13 color palette in Supernatural. So let's see which color I want to use today. I think I want to go with something that kind of matches my outfit. Yeah, this one would be perfect, I think. It kind of matches the like plum or something that I have in this outfit. So we're going to go with that color. That is, yeah, kind of like a wine or berry or something like that. Hopefully that will match. And I usually do the eyes, like the eyeshadow first for my makeup. So like I said, I already have the foundation and then just like a lip balm on. That's a very pretty color. So I've used several of these colors so far, and they seem to have very good pigment. So for $1.50, you just cannot beat that, I think. It's really pretty. Very nice for like fall and winter. Very nice fall and winter look. Nice and like berry colored. Kind of like a wine color or something almost. I really like that one. And what I love about this size of this little palette is just so thin that it's like perfect for travel. It doesn't take up a lot of space in your pocket, in your makeup bag or something like that. So yeah, very strong pigment. I'm going to go in now with, I think this one right here, kind of like a more neutral pale shade. I'm going to go in with that and just kind of like blend everything out a little bit up to the brow bone. And then I'm going to use a different pencil instead of using black or brown eyeshadow like I usually do. I'm going to go in with a new pencil. So that is done. That's what I used for the eyeshadow. So this is a brow pencil that I got from the Dollar Tree. And this is in deep brown. They also have it in soft black. But I'm going to go with the deep brown today to kind of go with like a softer look for the neutrals and things that I'm wearing. I usually prefer powder. So this is not my favorite, but I like a pencil for my eyebrows if I'm going to be traveling or something like that. That way I can just put this. Oh, that's a cute pencil too. It is pink and then it has the brand in like silver lettering there. So let's see. Oh, it has like a little brush on the end. That is so cute. A very stiff brush. So I guess you can use that to kind of like smooth out your eyebrows or something like that. Get them in a line before you use the pencil part. So this is, oh, it's kind of like bigger than I was expecting. I have some pencils, eyebrow pencils like this in the past, and this one's like chunkier triangle. So we'll see how that works. That seems like maybe pretty good though, that it's that size. I like it pretty good so far. Oh, use this mirror so I can see a little bit closer. What I found with the pencils, like I said, I like to use them when I travel because it takes up less space and I don't need to bring a brush as well. But what I've seen is that they tend to like rub off worse. Like if I'm wearing glasses or something, it will rub off. So I prefer powder usually over that, but these are nice to have. So if you didn't see, this is the brand that this one is the same brand, but this one is in soft black and this one is in brown, deep brown, both from the Dollar Tree for, I guess, $1.25. It shows the brush on there. I didn't know that it had that little brush. Very cute. So you can either, like I said, straighten out your eyebrows with that brush or just go back over, I guess, is what that's for. So it's not like the softest application, so that's good. I don't think let's see how bad this comes off. So there's a little bit on my finger, not much though. So hopefully this won't just like rub off when I'm wearing sunglasses or something like that. But like I said, these are good for, I prefer them for travel so I don't have to bring brushes and all of that as well. So that's the soft no, deep brown. Deep brown, and it looks close to black anyway, I think. I'll do a little swatch here so you can see. This is the deep brown from the Dollar Tree. Hello, thank you for joining. So done with the eyebrows. So let's move on to blush. I think I'll use a blush that I'll use the same one I used yesterday. Oh no, I think I will use one of these profusion powders that I got in a kit. It's the Hogwarts Beauty Kit from Walmart. And I'm going to use this as fake eyelashes. I don't use fake eyelashes. I really am bad at putting them on, so I never use them. I don't know if my eyes are like too short this way, but when I use them, they usually poke me in the eye and I can't get them on right. And so I basically never use false eyelashes. I'm going to use this one. I don't know if that's like bright enough to be a blush. I think maybe this is more for like a highlighter or something. I'm not really sure. I guess it kind of works though for like a winter blush. And it has kind of like a shimmer to it. All the colors are kind of like matching up today for some reason. So that's the blush. That's what I'm going to do for that. And then for lipstick, I am trying to decide between what did I do with it? What did I do with my lipstick? You know what? I guess I won't be deciding. I guess I'll be using this one. So this is Dreamy Pink lip gloss from LA Colors. And it's from the Dollar Tree, so it's only like $1.25. So I'm going to use that one. So it's kind of like hit and miss, but I'm so happy if you're just joining with this like LA Colors. This is from the Dollar General, and that's what I'm using. And the pigment is just amazing. And that was $1.50 from the Dollar Tree. Oh, hi. My name is Libertad. Libertad Green. That's a pretty name, by the way. Okay, so here's the lip balm. I'll just swatch of that too, actually. Oh, that's kind of pretty. Kind of like shimmery. Oh, it smells like bubble gum. I love that. I love the scent. Does it? You know what? Maybe it has a slight taste. It's not unpleasant, though. So that kind of matches my outfit, too. And then, nice to meet you too. Thanks for joining. I'm going to use the liquid eyeliner. I've been using that. This is the same one I got in the $5 kit. I got it on sale, the Hogwarts Beauty Kit. So I'm going to use that eyeliner for the corner. And then what I do is just fill it in. Like I use, and that kind of saves it too. I use something to make the more precision line like that, which you could just do that and leave it like that too, I guess. And then I go in with what is my new favorite eyeliner, which is the Rimmel. I think this is, no, Revlon Color Stay, and this is in 201 Black. And it says 24 hours. That it can stay on. I'll do a little swatch of that too. That one is very black. You can see that's the eyebrow, the dark brown for the eyebrows. And then this one is the black in Revlon Color Stay eyeliner. So if anybody has any recommendations for eyeliner that doesn't end up like under my eyes by the end of the day, then I would love to hear your recommendations, because since I started like using sunscreen, oh, thanks. It always ends up under my eyes, and I used to like do it thicker. But the thicker I do it, it's just going to end up like under here. I don't even understand how it ends up under there. I don't understand. But it seems like all of my makeup ends up under there. And what I usually do is add some powder under there first. So that kind of helps to absorb like the oils and the makeup. I'll go ahead and do that. I usually do that first. And I am using the Marie Claire Setting Powder Flawless Finish. And this was $1.25 from... Can you see the black eyeliner on my wrist? Like that. It's very dark. Very black. But yeah, this powder smells like perfume. I love that. And then I just go under my eye to try to help it not run so much underneath there. A hot pink eyeliner. That sounds cool. And it can last 48 hours. Yeah, that would be fun. I need to play around more with like other colors. I don't really do that. I'm kind of like, I kind of stick with neutrals and stuff like that, but I probably should like have more fun because I have so many palettes and so many fun colors that I've collected over the years. And then they just sit unused, which is a shame. And then I know like some people say you shouldn't keep them that long, but I feel like powder doesn't really expire, so I like the heavier eyeliner look, but like I said, it always ends up under my eyes. But yeah, I should try some crazier colors sometimes, I guess. Like, I was sent these from She Glam, and they have like the craziest colors. It's just so fun. And like neons and things like that. Oh, wow. Yeah. Crazy bright colors. But yeah, I'm not very adventurous with my makeup in a way, and I probably should be. But just to have fun with it. But this is pretty much like my usual makeup. Just a kind of a 10-minute look. Yeah, I've been on here for like 11 minutes. And that nothing else today. This is pretty much it. Yeah, the shades. Yeah, the shades of blue. Yeah, I do like those blue shades. It's going to be fun for like summer especially. And then they also sent me a green one. The green. Oh, that'll be fun for like St. Patrick's Day. But yeah, I have so many palettes and I just don't use them. These I got from a store called Roses. I don't know if you have them where you are, but they're here in like Virginia, North Carolina, down to Florida. And these have like some really fun colors. And I don't know if they, oh, this is Profusion. Profusion is like so good. I love Profusion eyeshadow. I got like a palette years ago and I still have that one as well. And the pigment is just amazing. And then this is one I haven't used a lot of. This one's huge though. It's kind of like obnoxiously large. And then, thanks. And then that has some really pretty colors in it. I love all of those colors, but they kind of more in the neutral. This is kind of more my speed, the neutrals, instead of like the really, oh, here's something that's kind of fun. Speaking of false eyelashes, they sent me these to make like a video for. These will be fun for St. Patrick's. I think these have adhesive on them, so they're easier to put on because I cannot with the glue, and I just can't. And the worst is like the little pieces, like the little eyelashes, the singles. Oh, they stick to my finger, they fall off, and I don't know. I think they look nice though. I'm kind of envious of the girls that have like the amazing long eyelashes. But I guess I'm not going to do that. And then the mascara. I don't use mascara either because I feel like it doesn't show up. But you know what? Yeah, let's go ahead and try some. So I got this mascara, La Mercerie. I have no idea how you pronounce that. But anyway, this is from the Dollar Tree. So tell me if you see any difference when I bother to put on mascara. I feel like if you have dark eyelashes and if you're using eyeliner anyway, that you just don't see, it doesn't make any difference. And then that's just more makeup to get off at the end of the night. Like maybe other people could see this like from the side or something. I see no difference. And then maybe if I put it like underneath, and then you could tell a little bit. And then God forbid I sneeze, because this is going to be everywhere. But yeah, I mean, like, is that worth it? I don't see any difference. I don't see any difference. And then, yeah, it's just harder to get off at night. I use the Neutrogena wipes to get my makeup off at night. I should probably switch to, like, the liquid. But I use the wipes, and they do a pretty good job. This is not a tube mascara, but it seems kind of like a tube mascara almost. And, yeah, I'm still not seeing much difference. Ugh, it's gonna be clumpy. Yeah, I don't think it's worth it. in my case, in my opinion. Anyway, that is my fairly simple everyday makeup look using a few new looks. I wish I could have found my other lipstick. But anyway, if I come back tomorrow, I will try that once I can find it. Thanks, guys, for joining me. I've just started kind of like putting on my makeup on here every day. So thanks for stopping by, and nice to meet all of you new guys.